From the team that brought everyone the hit title Sonic Mania, Evening Star, we have a brand new game, Penny's Big Breakaway. This game swings into the world of 3D platforming with its unique gameplay and design. Let's review the game! Penny's Big Breakaway is a brand new original IP made by Christian Whitehead and his team at Evening Star. The main character here is Penny, a performer with big dreams and big yo-yo skills. When she finds a magic yo-yo, and after causing accidental mayhem, she is on the run and only has the yo-yo by her side. Now, what is so special about Penny's Big Breakaway? Well, its momentum-based gameplay is a huge factor. Penny and her yo-yo have a very simple and easy to grasp moveset, but also one that is good for speedrunning and skill. She has basic platformer moves like a double jump, but her movement shines with her yo-yo. Her main moves with this are 1. Base swing. This swing can break items, attack enemies, and interact with obstacles. 2. Swing jump. This move is your most reliable for platforming. You can get serious speed from carrying momentum, lots of height, and also it just feels great. 3. Ride. This is your roll button if you want to relate this back to Sonic. Because you know the saying, how can I make this about Sonic? Anyway, this move can be used either in the air or on the ground, and can also be charged. This turns the yo-yo into a rolling ball, which gains a lot of speed when going down hills. 4. Dash. This move sends Penny flying fast forwards, and can also be used in the air or on the ground. Both this and the swing jump can only be used once in the air, before needing to touch the ground again to recharge it. 5. She has a circle swing move that can harm enemies, tighten screws, and fly when using the cape power-up. When using all these moves well together, it just feels so fluid and it's very fun, and you can make so much speed when paired with the level design. Visuals. The main menu clearly shows off all the main characters, and they all have a bounce animation to liven things up a bit. Pretty basic, but still nice. Now the stage intro seems to take a lot of inspiration from the Sonic franchise, and it just looks so charming. The in-game visuals are so colourful and fun. To me, they seem like if the Sonic Mania intro was 3D, but with unique environments. Level design. In total, there are 11 different zones and 33 stages within those 11 zones. The beginning zone is Vanilla Town. Set in a happy town with trees, birds and people, the buildings are big and the main colours are blue and red throughout. The town is under construction and therefore there are many cranes and unfinished blocks and structures everywhere. There are many ramps to gain momentum, and this stage being the first brings a lot of new gimmicks and features, such as the zipline, which carries you from place to place, the swing poles, which you can choose where to aim, the zoomy circle thing which spins you and sends you forwards on your ride. There are also bounce pads and screws and spinning poles. At the end of every level, you have this podium, and depending on where you land on it, you have the chance to get more stars. Blue for 1, purple for 2, and gold for 3 stars. When landing on this, you can do the busker bonus. Hit the right button inputs to perform tricks and earn stars and coins. The second zone is Tideswell. Tideswell is the beachy sea water level. We have nice blue waves that you can ride on, cool red waves that signify the out of bounds, nice sand, blue skies, and purple rocky geometry. There are also cool sandcastle looking structures. The level's gimmick are these water spouts which you can ride up and get a boost upwards, but some of them also push you away. We also have these trees which if you grab one can swing you extremely far. We also have the introduction of the Cape Glider power. The level is very open, which allows you to pull off various skips and also gives players a lot of freedom. The next one up is Safara. Moving into the desert, we have an electrical factory at sunset, cemented in deep blue sand which sucks you in if you stay on it for too long. There are also many lasers to stop you from advancing. This level introduces the balls, which you can putt into golf holes to create shortcuts upwards. This also is one of my favourite music tracks. Set in what seems to be an active volcano is Molto Beam. Fiery lava everywhere and instant death for anyone who falls in. The night sky looms above and matches the style of the zone. Very dark, gloomy and purple, which contrasts with the bright orange and seemingly infinite lava pools. Though, if you try hard enough, you can get out of bounds. Here we have popcorn platforms that when stood on, burst upwards and send you flying. We also have the rising lava sections, which can be a tad tedious when you have to wait for it to go down, but when you hit a good cycle it's very satisfying. We also have these line things which if you swing on, send you up also. Another gimmick that is found here is this dash panel, which when using your ride creates a magic carpet that you can jump off at any point. Something I didn't know at first. Next is Bubblin'. Bubblin' is pretty much just Tideswell, another beachy vibe, except the fact that it's high in the sky. The atmosphere is very pinky and so are the buildings. Here we have these diving boards which, depending on where you land, sends you in varying heights upwards, or if you're using the ride, forwards as well. Now we have World's Edge. Here we have an outer space library with magic books that act as platforms and also teleporters. There are floating fruit roll-up looking asteroids throughout, and these marionettes that attack you. The gimmick here are these torches, which can light candles to send you upwards. I'm seeing a trend with these things here. And also to light these cannons, which after you reach the cannon before the fuse blows, send you flying. The 7th zone is Pengoville, the ice level of the game, which is fitting for the penguin's hometown. As you would expect from an ice stage, there are these frozen areas which you slide across. I feel like this zone has the best flow because you can just chain together so many moves without being stopped. Very easily also. Other than the ice, there aren't many gimmicks here, just a whole lot of penguins. Next zone on the chopping block is Industria. Industria is an electrified factory full of magnetized gimmicks, such as the magnet, which when thrown into a current whisks you away, and also the light bulbs. In this zone you can't even see the sky, that's how industrialized it is. These light bulbs here power up certain lasers, and when broken they switch off, and the magnets play with the gravity in fun ways. And in the second act there are many bombs which you have to use to break blocks and walls to progress. Next is Lawberry. Ever wanted to pay for your crimes? No? Well good, because you have to escape prison in this zone. Set in a prison / courtroom infused with lava and molten metal is Lawberry. We have to bust out criminals from behind bars, tip the scales of our crimes, and most importantly, don't burn to a crisp in the fiery lava. This zone is much more difficult than the last ones because of the tight platforming above certain doom. Moving on to Gala Night. For the night of the gala, we head back to Vanilla Town, except, can you guess what's different? It's set at night. Woo! Nah, actually, this is pretty much just Vanilla Town, but harder, with more penguins, and also has pretty much every gimmick and thing from the previous stages. It also has a remix from the song of that stage. And last is Editorium. In the Kingdom of the Emperor, near his castle, we have to roll across red carpets, jump on invisible platforms, and watch out for more lava. Like the previous zone, we still have the gimmicks from before, and also the rubber band red thing that swings you if you ride into it, and also these golden pipes. This is the last zone of the game. The music is another standout thing in this game. We have T-Lopes back from Mania, and also Sean Bigelow. And on Spotify, it seems like Christian Whitehead also helped on some songs. The music is so upbeat, fun, and full of pizzazz, and it has a lot of variety. It's very Sonic-y. When getting grabbed by penguins, the music also speeds up. I absolutely love T-Lopes' style. It's just so catchy, and Sean Bigelow is also great. Some of my favorite tracks are Jigs Up Penny, Penny in the Pitch, Sparks of the Cobalt Sands, Scientific Method, Balearic Birds, and Palace Sneak Time Swing. But all of them are amazing. Definitely take a listen. The story is very basic, but it doesn't need to be anything crazy. It starts with Penny skipping the line to get into the auditions for the gala. She puts on a show that everyone is impressed with. But at the end, Yo-Yo decides to take off the Emperor's clothes. This causes Penny to become an outlaw, and she is on the run from Eddie, the Emperor, and all of his penguins. After finishing Zone 2, we meet Sheila, and Penny asks for a ride. Sheila is angry because Penny is the one that cut in line in front of her, so she attacks. After fighting her, she agrees to take Penny where she needs to go. After Zafara, we are introduced to Mr. Q, who knows the crimes Penny committed. He talks about the old Eddie and his performance with his partner Taboo. He longs for those years, but he knows he can't bring them back. We fight him, and afterwards, he realizes that the yo-yo Penny has belongs to Taboo. He tells her where Taboo might be, and decides to let Penny go. In Molto Bean, we hear Judge Rufus arguing with Eddie on the phone, and hear that Eddie wants to cancel the gala. We then escape from Rufus and move on. After Bubblin', we get caught by Emperor Eddie in his bathrobes. He is furious, and we fight him in a boss battle. After winning, we get washed down into World's Edge. At the end of this zone, we find Taboo, and after proving ourselves by beating her puppet in a race, she helps us get back to the normal world. After making it through Pingoville, we fight a giant robot penguin, but get captured shortly after and are taken to Lawberry, where we are imprisoned. We escape and fight Judge Rufus, where he finds out Penny did nothing wrong, and it was all Yo-Yo's fault. He tells Penny she can leave freely, but Penny decides to save Yo-Yo. We make it to the gala night and go up on stage to perform, but Eddie is not happy, and we fight him again. We beat him, but Taboo steps in and sides with Eddie. We have a final battle and defeat them, and everyone is blown away by the performance, and we finish the game. The bosses in the game aren't what I like about it, and they definitely are not the highlight. The first boss encounter is with a giant ball of penguins. This is pretty much just another stage, but filled with more urgency as you boost away from them. Next is the fight with Sheila, and in this fight, you have to dodge missiles to reach her ship, smack her, and tighten screws to fix it. It's a bit repetitive, but still alright. The fight with Mr. Q is a fun idea. It's pretty much a game of pool, where you hit his various heads into the goals. However, the sections of back and forth hitting are a bit slow, and thus a bit easy. Eddie brings with him a sumo boss fight where you have to get close to trigger his attack, which was a bit weird having to run up to him for him to start attacking, but overall an alright boss. The penguin boss needs you to flip switches around the area so that magnet power-ups appear, so you can fly up and bonk the penguin's eyeballs. Poor penguin. So sad. So tragic. It's quite tedious and annoying. Also confusing what to do at first. Definitely not a skill issue on my part. Definitely not. Judge Rufus turns into Thor and tries to strike us with lightning. We have to hit bombs at him and platform up to swing at him. For the finale, we fight Eddie again. It's pretty much the same up until he combines with Taboo. We then have to ride on a flying bridge of squished penguins, dodging spikes, and then we have to screw into his brain. It's very anticlimactic, and I feel like it ends too abruptly. Now, I've heard lots of people talking about the performance issues and bugs, but I had almost none at all. I'm running the game through Steam on my MSI laptop, and it works perfectly. Now, unless I'm just lucky, you all must be playing this shit on a school Chromebook, or a microwave. The only bug I found was at the end. Sometimes the penguins would still follow me and they would run all around the screen. This didn't affect anything. It was actually kind of amusing at first, but that's the only one I could find. Post-editing me here. I found some more bugs and I'll put them on screen now. Replay value. Like Sonic games, I find this very replayable because of the extra content, side objectives, but mostly just to try and get a faster time. Once you get good, you can clear these stages so much faster than in the beginning, and that makes it very replayable for me. Inside of the stages, there are 3 people objectives and 3 gears to collect. Throughout the stages you can find different people that give you small side quests, such as collect these flowers, perform tricks, or destroy objects. These are fun and don't break the pace too much. The 3 gears are hidden around and encourage exploration and path seeking. You can also spend these gears to unlock new stages in the star globes. These are small challenge acts and can be quite fun. And that was Penny's Big Breakaway, an amazing and unique 3D platformer that holds its own when compared to Mario and Sonic. Go play it for yourselves and you'll see what I mean. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. We are almost at 500 subs. That would be amazing. Have a good day and adios, you idiots.